why dogs and cats living together, that's hysteria.
Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
What's up, you fine young cannibals, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a really weird, twisted, dark comedy for us. It is Antonio Bird's 1999 under-the-radar hit. Guys, it is Ravenous, and this one is just a crazy blend of horror and comedy that you just can't pass up. Let's not waste any more time. Here is Ravenous. Ravenous is an insatiably fun, crazed cannibal flick, tinged with a tongue-in-cheek attitude and a dark comedic edge that truly must be experienced. Blessed with a stupendous cast of seasoned character actors, this is one outstandingly robust production with a surprisingly intimate and creepy tone. Unapologetically off-kilter in its weirdness, Ravenous is a must-see horror comedy that without a doubt marches to its own beat. The film follows disgraced soldier Captain John Boyd as he is assigned command at a secluded outpost at Fort Spencer. What first starts out as a quiet and uneventful position quickly becomes anything but when an odd visitor named F.W. Calhoun appears at the fort, spouting stories of cannibalism when his band of fellow travelers became stranded up in the mountains. Determined to search for survivors, Boyd and the rest of the soldiers at Fort Spencer head off into the wild to bring back Calhoun's party. But what they find will turn their world upside down, as the term eat or be eaten becomes all but literal. Guy Pearce takes on the traumatized and troubled role of Captain John Boyd, the shell-shocked soldier who is pressed to his very limits. Insanely endearing and altogether scene-stealing, Pearce astounds in the central role. He's a battered and beaten man at the start of the film, and through his experiences within the story, becomes a fighter in the most savage of ways. The rebirth of his character is a thing of demented beauty, and the fact that he was able to play the role fairly straight and to the point, amongst such an outrageously unusual and comedic atmosphere, is really a testament on how great of an actor he truly is. While Guy Pearce takes on a great amount of weight within this production, there's a great surrounding cast of characters for him to riff off of. The overachievers of this devilishly demented production are Robert Carlyle as F.W. Calhoun, the estranged survivor of an unspeakable horror; Jeffrey Jones as Colonel Hart, an eccentric oddball and commander at Fort Spencer; Jeremy Davies as Private Toffler, a God-fearing man and cannibalistic morsel; Neil McDonough as Private Reich, a hardened soldier and unchained psycho; and finally David Arquette as Private Cleves, a complete weirdo and typical village idiot. Combined together, the cast is astounding in their respective roles, with Robert Carlyle absolutely knocking it out of the park as the whacked-out Calhoun, a man who is not who he seems. When it comes to interesting cinematic hybrids, none do it more impressively or as memorable as Ravenous. The compelling mixture of horror, comedy, and tense thriller is a thing of morbid splendor, which transforms this unsuspecting feature into a must-see extravaganza of demented proportions. The flick is so out of left field that if you haven't heard of it before, it will absolutely knock your socks off. It's weird, wild, and insanely enjoyable in all aspects of its cannibalistic caper, and you're guaranteed to never forget the madness you've witnessed on screen. From beginning to end, the film entertains to high hell, and the unusual moments and unexpected sequences that make up this production are honestly original and truly inspiring in that sick and twisted way. If you're looking for a cinematic experience that will flip you for a loop, then look no further. Ravenous is a savagely silly and wickedly cool horror comedy, with all the delicious trimmings. And there you have it, my Ravenous friends. The ultimately fun and altogether unforgettable Ravenous. It really was something that went under the radar when it came out in '99. Not many people saw it. Kind of developed an underground cult hit, but it's still not really talked about. So if you haven't seen it before, please check it out. You'll be entertained, that's all I can say. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you with the next movie review. Take care.